All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I'm going to get honors to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the truly powerful name, who the one that calls God Jehovah. Yahweh Shai is the truly powerful name, who the one that calls Jesus Christ. Now, secondly, I'm going to get honors to the elders and the apostles, millstone, peace, and salutations to the hopeful like of Israel. Love, will, I'm part of that number. All right, anyway, this is the Brother Magan back from GMS Chicago. Can't wait no day electrification. And I'm gonna just jump into just a quick topic for today, just going into the power of prayer. And so this is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So basically, faith to is basically just having hope in something that you can't physically see. That's all faith is. For by it the elders obtain a good report. Through faith, we understand that the words were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. So basically, none of the creation could be credited with creating what we see today, because according to faith, the only one who truly holds the power of creation is the Lord Yahweh Hashem. Yahweh Shai. It says, by faith, Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous. The Most High testified of his gifts, and by it, he being dead yet speaking. So basically, by faith, Abel was able to offer a more sufficient sacrifice for the Lord. And in doing so, the Lord ordained him to be a righteous man. This is verse 5. By faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found because the Most High had translated him. For before his translation, he had his testimony that he pleased the Most High. Enoch was basically without blemish. And the Lord didn't want him to basically be in his word any longer for him to go off. So the Lord took him. And that was all thanks to having faith. Because if it wasn't for faith, Enoch wouldn't have been in that position. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So it says it is impossible to please him. So that means you cannot serve the Lord without faith. So yes, somebody be trying to knock the can by calling us faith-based Israelite. Of course, we faith-based Israelite. If you don't have the faith, then what you doing? Now, another reason why we are faith-based Israelite, because we don't need to see the signs to understand that the Lord is dealing with us. We know through the Spirit. And I also got a precept on that later on. And this is verse 7. By faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. So thanks to faith, Noah was one of the 8 people to survive the flood. He built that ark, I believe, for 100 years, and he had all types of scoffers, all types of doubters, but he still kept that faith. This is verse 8. By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which after after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not know whether he went. So just by faith, Abraham had enough trust in the Lord to trust. So like Abraham had enough trust in the Lord to understand that the Lord would direct his path, that the Lord will give him the inheritance he promised him. By faith, he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and with Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. So basically, man, he just basically Abraham was living living a mediocre life. in this strange country until until the promise until the Lord officially established the promise and officially established Abraham as one of the progenitors of the Israelites. This is Romans 10 verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. So you gotta there's power to this word. So you're gonna have to hear it in order to build that foundation, and then according to this, heareth cometh faith coming by hearing this word, because eventually you're going to believe in it. If you truly hearing it, you're going to believe in it, and if you believe in this word, you believe in the Lord. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7, for we walk by faith, not by sight. So yes, we are faith-based Israelites, as I mentioned before. And this is Matthew 21 verse 21 to 22. Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have doubt, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, thou cast it into the sea, it shall be done. And all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. So that means thanks to faith, man. It says if you have faith like a mustard seed, and a mustard seed is it's one of the smallest seeds. It's hard. You can't even see with the naked eye in most cases. But if you have faith like that, you'll be able to move a mountain. And that's all you need. That's a very, very powerful that's a very powerful analogically Slovakia. But that's just very powerful, very beautiful testimony. This is Ecclesiasticus 2 verse 10 or Sirach. Look at the generations of old and see that ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded, or that any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? The answer to that is no one, because that's not how the Lord do his business, man. That's not how the Lord treat 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 his servants. If you are truly trying to get right with the Lord, He's not going to forsake you. This is John 20 verse 29. Yahweh I said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. So, Thomas, when he first came in, he was kind of doubting. He was. I wasn't say he was straight up scoffing, but more or less he was doubting. Doubting and doubting basically doubting the Lord a little bit. But of course, the Lord still dealt with him in due time. And basically, Yahweh Shai basically told him, look, you seen me. You seen the works I have done. But to those who haven't seen me, it's a bigger blessing, because they not going off of what being seen to move them. They going off of faith. They going off of what they heard through the scriptures to move them. That's more powerful. And we are those Israelites who are doing that. We going off of the scriptures. We going off of more or less having faith and hope, expectation that this is true. With that, I want to say shalom and a Paul and Kwam Yashawala.